Come. You can tell us your tale as we share sake.
I was born in Portugal. Brought to these islands on the winds of greed and then abandoned on the streets.
My sake?
The title update 1.0.6 is here and it is bigger than you think. We got a new quest, well, more like a quest line, ally and a trophy among other things. But before we start, let's go over the settings and of course what's new in the Helix store. After that we are taking a look of the new special collaboration quest, how to start, what to do and what you are getting. Also, I would like to know what you think of this title update. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, Yasuke, what do you think about this title update?
This is fine.
I would also like to thank Ubisoft for providing me with access to some of the footage used in this video, and also huge thanks to Sylvia from Ubisoft for providing me with the weapon pack that was also added in this update. Now it is time to look the settings and all the things that are new. First things first, let's go into interface. From here to the HUD, VFX customization, and I really like this. Even from the settings you can actually visually see how the changes will affect the game. Personally I'm leaving the top 3 on, other ones I'm turning off the black and white filters. As I already said in the previews, I really didn't like them. After that we are jumping into the gameplay. From here to the difficulty settings, and also under the difficulty settings you can toggle headgear on and off in the cutscenes. But note, not all cutscenes will have this, like cinematics and some romance cutscenes, and there may be some small problems with the headgear in the cutscenes as well, like clipping issues and stuff like that. But for now I will let Simon from Ubisoft tell us in depth what the new difficulty settings actually mean in action. So take it away, Simon.
Hey everyone, Simon here. The reason why I'm appearing in this video today is to make good on the threat I laid out a couple weeks ago. Roll footage.
None of you would be unscathed.
Well, today we're debuting our brand new Nightmare difficulty setting. Once again, combat and stealth difficulty can be set independently of each other, but for proper bragging rights, we suggest that you crank both of them all the way up, grit your teeth, tuck in your chin, and prepare for the nightmare. Here's some of the most important changes we've made to combat. Enemies deal much more damage with every successful attack. Dodges, block, and parry windows have been significantly reduced. Perfect dodge and perfect parries have much smaller windows as well, and they will still stagger your enemies, but it will no longer put them in a vulnerable state. You will now suffer 100% damage intake if you try to block or parry an unstoppable attack, including tempo shots. We're introducing trap attacks, which means most enemies will attack you via proximity, no matter if you're already engaged with someone else. Archers will attack more frequently, and their projectile will fly at you twice as fast as before. Adrenaline generation and ability cooldowns have been significantly slowed down, which puts much more of an emphasis on fight fundamentals rather than over-reliance on abilities. Abilities that Ronin, Warrior Monks, and Shinobi will dodge 100% of the time unless you stagger them first, by the way. And Brute types enemies will also counter these same abilities with paired action of their own, unless you stagger them first. Still feeling confident about your chances? Well, okay then, let's talk about stealth. For starters, Naoei's basic assassination damage has been reduced from 2 chunks to 1, making your gear perks that much more valuable. And if you're sitting there thinking, none of this applies to me, I'm just going to use guaranteed assassination option, tough luck, buddy. Guaranteed assassination is unavailable on Nightmare difficulty. You want the bragging rights? You gotta earn them. Air assassination and sprint assassination both generate much bigger sound stimuli, which means that nearby enemies are much more likely to hear, turn, and spot you because detection has been made significantly faster across the board. As a matter of fact, anything below 15 meters is going to result in a near-instant detection. Kunai will no longer be retrievable after a kill, and the Throw a kunai after assassination perk will now cost you a kunai, which means if you don't have one, it won't work. Yasuke remains as heavy-footed as ever, but now his faster displacement, even in crouch, will generate much more perceivable sounds to the enemies. If you're moving fast, they can hear you. And in the same vein, vanishing in the shadows can only occur if you are 100% static. If you move, they can see you. Okay, now onto the enemy side of the equation. Enemies searching for you will now split into 3 pairs of searchers and watchers, making it much more difficult for you to get the drop on any of them. Anything that spook an enemy will now trigger what we call the defensive stance, making that enemy that much more difficult to assassinate. And as if this wasn't enough, ration crates, shinobi tools, and ammo crates are far less generous on a refill. And while the team was at it, we also bumped up the difficulty settings for expert, which means that if nightmare difficulty setting is too much for you, it's fine. It's okay, no shame. Then perhaps expert is now the perfect amount of difficulty for you. So, on behalf of our stealth, combat, and progression teams, we sincerely hope that you hate nightmare difficulty setting. I mean love, but also hate it. Go on, go get your butts kicked on nightmare difficulty. Bye.
I'm definitely gonna crank up everything to the nightmare. So, thank you Simon for explaining everything that has been changed. But now, let's move into the helix store. The first pack that we are taking a look will be the Critical Role crossover pack. Personally, in my opinion, these weapons are not that great, except the Heart of Glass, the Kanabo for Yasuke. Visually, the best looking weapon has to be Katana for Naue. It is basically a water sword. So you don't see it on the back of the Naue, and when she is seating and unseating it, there will be a splash of water. So that is pretty awesome. As I already did so, this weapon in action with the battle cry triggering the rage mode, it was kinda OP even with the nightmare difficulty. For the combat, power of Yasuke was really cranked up. I absolutely love the look of the Teppo for Yasuke with the scope and all the bad news. So, let me know in the comments down below what you think of these weapons, and no, I don't think these weapons will ever be in the weekly resets, because just like the Dead by Daylight, this is also a special collaboration, and those items usually doesn't come for free. Ever. Not even in the weeklies. This update also added a new dragon hideout pack with the dragon skin for our buildings, which is looking actually pretty cool in my opinion, but these things are so costly with the credits or with the keys. So that one, it is definitely skip for me, at least for now, unless we are getting more ways to earn the keys in game. Also we are having a lantern, which is okay, I guess. The tree, it is looking absolutely amazing. All bark, no bite, as the description of that item says. Also we are getting this super cute baby dragon for our hideout. So baby fox dressed up like a water dragon. Really cute.
Genki ka?
And lastly, we are having a fountain of Sea Guardian. I really like this one, but definitely the highlight in my opinion will be the pet, because we can pet it. So why not when it comes as a weekly item? I'm definitely getting it if I'm having enough keys. How about you? Then we are having Chroma Pack, and yes, I do think these items will be part of the weekly selection at some point. The Kintsugi, dual pack, outfit and weapon for Naue, outfit and weapon for Yasuke, and also trinkets for both characters, and topping that off with the shattered mount. The perks of these items, I would say they are alright. Just like any helix packs, some are hits, some are miss, so let me know which ones are your favorite ones, but definitely the hats are looking awesome for both Yasuke and Naue. But like I have said previously, I don't think any chroma packs are $20 worth it. Maybe 5 to 10 would be alright, mainly because, yeah, single player game and all that. I don't think it is wise to spend $20 for cosmetic items in any game. I mean, paying for 4 of these, it is already a full game, $80. And even some cases, it is already a deluxe edition of some games. Looking pretty cool, but personally I'm gonna wait until these hit the weekly reset. So definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, because I will be covering the weekly resets as well, at least for now. So don't miss out on anything, and of course if you are feeling extra fancy, consider becoming a member of the channel. That way you are supporting me, and also you are getting some extra perks like early access to some of my videos and much more. So those were the packs, settings that the update was adding. Now we are moving to the absolutely highlight that was actually happily surprising me. I was expecting this quest to be like 15-20 minutes max, but it can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 50 minutes up to an hour. The quest will start in your hideout. In the hideout, in the bushes, you will find this peeping
Before
Tom.
you say anything, I wasn't lurking.
Come.
Not very well, no.
This place was a farmstead once. Now it seems she's taken to adopting strays.
You have been here before.
He has. A long time ago.
Tomiko, are you going to introduce me?
Not like you to keep secrets, Tomiko.
Oh, Tomiko is a well of secrets, but maybe she'll share this one.
I told you once of a battle that turned these fields to ash. Rufino here and his companions are the only reason I did not suffer the same fate. He saved both me and Heiji.
Little Heiji. Is she well?
Not so little anymore.
So, Rufino, why are you here?
I need people I can trust.
I trust these two with my life. This is Fujibayashi Naue, and he goes by Yasuke.
Just Yasuke. I don't meet many foreigners who bear Japanese names.
Adaptation means survival. For a stray.
In a strange land, all strays are brothers.
Come. You can tell us your tale as we share sake.
My sake?
You can start this quest after you have completed the Way of the Blacksmith quest and unlocked Yasuke as a playable character. Then you will have the previously seen cutscene and the peeping Tom, whose name is really sus, Rufino, well, Rufis, so I cannot get that image out of my head, and now I am passing it to you guys, so you are welcome. This quest line is adding 8 new targets that we need to take out, and yes, this questline is focusing on the Templars as it should. So to the writing team of this quest, very well done. I really enjoyed this quest, and I'm really hoping that we are seeing more quest lines like this in the future. But for now, let's hunt the targets. The first target we are gonna take out will be located in Izumi Setsu, and no, it doesn't matter which one you are going after first. This target will be on the boat, so if you are doing this with Naue, I highly recommend fast traveling to the Kakurega at the port, filling up the tools, kunais to be exact, because you will be needing those for destroying the crates. If you are doing this as Yasuke, well, he can do that at any time. So, let's do that. I'm showing the locations, where the crates are, how to destroy them, and of course after that the target. On the other end of the ship we will find this crate. It cannot be destroyed with Naue other than using the tools. So boom boom boom, there we go.
That's one cast down.
Other one, it is just right at the entrance.
Another destroyed.
And the last one will be in the second floor, right next to the second crate we destroyed. After destroying all three, Rufino will need your help, and we are also getting a first glimpse how his fighting style, how he's acting as an ally. So pretty cool, and yes, you can also train him to rank 3, but more about that in the end of the video.
You're a pretty good shot.
You should see me with a bow!
What is that?
We destroyed their research, but some of the kill contracts have already gone out. I should have acted more quickly.
So this makes sense to you?
These people communicate in code, shield themselves with monikers. This list, civilian targets. It says proof of kills are shown to an overseer. And then they report to the architect.
How do you know their code?
Early in my investigation, I found a cipher. I just hadn't seen the other side of it.
This symbol. There's no mistaking it. It is not part of their code.
The cross in red? Yes, I think it's meant to reference their leader. Are you familiar?
The Templar Order.
Yasuke.
Who are they?
Schemers. Murderers. A rot that must be burned out wherever it takes hold.
Then that's what we'll do. Cut our way through the killers, find their overseers, and track down this architect.
But you'll save the civilians first, yes?
Your heart is in the right place. Of course. Innocence first. But then, this architect and everyone associated with him will pay.
All right. Meet me at Tomiko's if you find anything.
From this point forward, we are actually having the targets. So 8 targets in total, with a totally new branch of enemies. And this was the surprising part, that we are getting a full quest line, just like with the other allies. Although this is a little bit shorter in my opinion, of course, correct me if I'm wrong. So we can see all of the targets on the map. Of course, I'm not playing with the exploration, with the scouts. Let's go over quickly each location for each target.
I need to keep out of sight.
Better be nothing there.
This was one of the killers Rufino was seeking to stop. They reported to an overseer called the Exterminator. If I'm seen, I'll have to fight my way out.
See them. Ubisoft. Inspect the area. We need your help. How about the area? We have to find out. Come on.
These coded messages are reserved for leadership, it seems.
Stop your whining. You'll ruin my appetite. I'm lucky to have been assigned a mark with such quality goods. Don't worry. My men and I will put it all to good use when you are dead.
I can't let this bully go free. One of Rufino's killers, then. This one sent by the traitor. That fisherwoman. She's one of the threatened civilians Rufino told us about. Another killer under the traitor's influence. We're getting closer.
Are you still here? Thank you for staying. So, one thing that was also added are the 3 pre-selected previews when mounted. So, what you need to do, you need to hold X on PC, and for the controllers, keep the down button pressed, and that way you are getting 3 different presets: close up, regular, and far away. They are pretty interesting, but let's move on with the targets.
Stay hidden
How
here.
little it takes to buy a life. Appetite drives everything. A starving man desperate for work. A cruel man aching for amusement. A stranger's name and a few mon is all it takes.
I should take these messages to Rufino to decode. Another encoded letter. That makes 3.
Only 2 targets remain, and I'm not gonna spoil those for you, but before we can get to those guys, we need to talk to Rufino, and he will, well, betray us, kind of. He's sending us in the wrong location. That's all without spoiling anything else. Let's see, at the end of the quest.
Naue. Yasuke. You have something for me?
3 coded messages, found on the bodies of the overseers.
Oh.
Is there a problem?
No, it's just... Must we do this? We've saved the civilians, crippled their network. Isn't that enough?
It is not finished until their leader and everyone working with them is dead.
No! It is too much! I don't want this blood on my hands.
Just because you didn't draw the blade doesn't make your hands any cleaner.
I asked for your help to protect the innocent.
And that's what we're doing. The world is not black and white. Sometimes doing the right thing is messy.
You say you want to protect the innocent. Taking this path will lead to their death.
Among these schemers, there are no innocents.
We are not killing innocents, I promise you.
Look, all I want is to protect people.
I know. I want the same.
Tell us what's in the message.
There'll be a meeting soon between the architect and one of his agents, the scholar. They will meet on the northern tip of an island, in the middle of Lake Biwa. Go there and you'll find them.
Who's taking the lead?
You find them. I will make them suffer.
This is the place Rufino mentioned, I'm sure of it. But this can't be right. I'll use the messages he decoded earlier to read this one for myself. Rufino is a liar. But why? I'll confront them all. Then I'll have my answers and their blood. Our league is made of people who believe they can make our world a better place. A hopeful fool will fit right in.
Come back with us, Rufino. Join us as our ally.
These men killed my friend, stole my hope, poisoned my desire for peace and twisted it into a means of taking power.
Then come. We will hunt all who manipulate the good for their own gain.
We'll show them that these strays have claws.
After this scene, Rufino will join our league, and we can use him as an ally. We can also increase his rank, getting some cool perks, making him a stronger ally. So I really did like this update, and I haven't even
Put the
had the
enemy
time
down.
to test absolutely everything, find any secret changes. So if there are any, let me know in the comments down below. And also remember, I'm having a giveaway for 3 copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows, 1 copy for PC, 1 copy for Xbox and 1 copy for PlayStation. Giveaway video link will be in the pinned comment and also in the description box. But for now, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Kill you for that!
My pistol's ready. I know. You're welcome.